I have been prey all over my life. I've walked around in a world full of predators, and I've been an innocent little Bambi, an innocent little naive, gullible, loving, open-hearted fool. And I had to go through, being angry at myself, being frustrated, feeling guilt, feeling like, torment as to why would you do this to yourself? Why would you put yourself through hell? Why would you give your power away? Why do we at some point in our lives literally hand over our power to someone else? The cycle that we're putting ourselves through is to teach us that at any given moment, as humans, because we're not deer, we're not prey, we're not rabbits, we're not animals that get hunted. You know what I'm saying? Those that suffer from abuse are abusing themselves because, we go through trauma from something external of us. Often from childhood, we're taught that love is abuse. That's how I was raised. I learned love is toxic. It's distant. It's emotionally absent. Vulnerability is a weakness. Emotions are not to be shown. Never, ever disrespect my public image. And, make sure you act a certain way in front of certain people because I have to look good in front of them, and you need to act like I want you to act. It's all about control, power, and domination. And this goes in personal relationships, 222, and this also is in government. You know what I'm saying? There's power struggles everywhere. And we as people need to learn, as I'm learning, that trauma and abuse is not okay. It's not okay because we are giving permission to be abused. We are saying that I accept that my feelings aren't worthy, that I choose to allow people to invalidate me, to alter my perception of reality and say that theirs is more important than mine. And I am trained, like my brain is programmed to put your needs above mine, that my needs are weakness. I shouldn't need anything. I shouldn't want for anything. I should be very happy and grateful for what I have. But anything that chooses to dominate or put power over me, in which I give my power to, has the ability to determine that their feelings are more important, that I should be concerned with fixing or I should be more concerned with not upsetting them than expressing how I feel. And what happens is we're taught that abuse is love because we end up loving our abuser. We end up saying, well, shit, if I'm not important, if every time that I go for love, to my source of love, or for validation, or for companionship, or to express how I feel about how I'm treated, and I get pushed away and told that, I'm not allowed to feel these feelings, and I'm told this from a very young age, this trains my brain to think that words are more important than actions. And whatever is told to me is for me to be obedient to. So if I'm told to be quiet, if I'm told to dress a certain way, if I'm told to look and present myself and act accordingly, and, all these things that don't fill my spirit, my purpose, and my passion, I end up in a position where whoever they are, their perception is more important than mine. And I'm learning that the only perception and the only feelings that do matter, that matter first, are mine. Because if something makes me uncomfortable, I should be able to say, no, I don't like that. That makes me feel uncomfortable. And if somebody has a problem with that, that means they have a problem with me being comfortable. Because we have a choice. If me being comfortable makes you uncomfortable, then we shouldn't even vibrate. Like, there should be no connection, right? Because my safety shouldn't make you feel uncomfortable. And if it does, we aren't on the same frequency, and we shouldn't be vibing. Sorry, the camera's shaking. It's all I got right now. And this is coming out. We have to learn that abuse is not love. And symptoms, I've got all this acne because I stopped valuing who I was, mind, body, and spirit. Feeding my body toxic foods, feeding my mind nonsense, going insane. Like, my own brain was losing itself, trying to process the feelings that I have because my heart wasn't matching my reality. So my reality was making me unhappy and depressed and sad and angry. And we want to say we're angry at everyone else, but really we're angry at ourselves for giving up on ourselves. When you've been through trauma and abuse, you can become very isolated and very distant from all people, because often people don't want to be around abuse. They don't want to be around people that support and allow abuse. So for me, being isolated, which has been my life, I've learned a lot in isolation. A lot of introspection has occurred. And I think that our heart desires to experience love, simply, in all things. I mean, we should love and put passion into doing the dishes, cleaning the house, playing with our dog, playing with our children, being a kid, riding a bike, painting, crafting, playing music, dancing. We should just really love everything that we do. And when what we love is not making someone else feel comfortable or happy, then something's wrong with them, not you. And I'm learning that my happiness is so important to me, my heart space, what makes me feel good in my heart, that my mind can trick me into believing that someone else's happiness is more important than mine. But my heart is like, that's not true. I can shove all this hate and anger down into my heart space, but my heart feels. My heart wants to do things and experience life. And sometimes we have to just put ourselves first. At all times, actually, remember? At all times, you got to put yourself first, because I didn't put myself first for my entire life. And then when I started fighting to put myself first, my own program started eating me alive. They started saying, no, don't do that. That's new. Don't try something new. Don't do that. That's not the program we've set. And fear starts coming in your head and your mind and triggering you to think that something new and exciting and adventurous is bad. Because trauma and torture and everything else that you've been through is you're home. You're comfortable at home and with abuse. And this is psychological. It's just a psychological game you're playing with yourself in your own head. And I just wanted to share some words on that. Like, love yourself. Like, what do you want to do right now at this moment? Can you decide, man, I want to do this right now? Is somebody in your life determining for you what you can and can't do. Think about that. That's insanity. Like, what if you wanted, and this can be any circumstance. Let's say you're at school and you want to go ride your bike, or you want to, go chill or whatever. You want to go on an adventure. You're locked in school. Let's say you're at work and you fucking hate it, and you'd rather be enjoying a passion that you have, but instead you're stuck there. Let's say you have a parent that is emotionally absent or doesn't validate how you feel, so you're always trying to please them, make them proud, rather than choosing what makes you happy. Or a relationship, right? Where a spouse, rather you coddle them or nurture their insecurities over enjoying your life and happiness. It's on all levels, and we got to really choose ourselves, because the people that love us the most will love us because we love ourselves. And those people are the people to keep in your life, not the abusers. So stop abusing yourself. Stop abusing your heart, and really, really think about what it is that you want to do right now. And if you can't do what you want to do right now, I want you to think about the people in your life who are keeping you from that thing. And if those people are eliminated, think about how it's at the highest level yourself. Because you have 2 feet, hopefully, because not everybody has 2 feet. But you have the choice to walk out of a situation, and we have to choose to do so. Everything's a choice. And choosing to stay in abuse and torture and mind manipulation is a choice. So make a better choice for yourself. I believe in you. You got this. Thank you for watching.